and welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. I'm Radar.
I'm Special K.
And I'm Domingo.
And tonight we have Milwaukee Special Reserve Ice. Now, this is a bargain beer at $1.19 for a 24-ounce can.
Is it a bargain?
This is not part of like the Milwaukee's Best series. It's like a cheaper version of that, if you can believe that, because I always consider Milwaukee's
just bring
best,
it down a notch.
You know, I always consider Milwaukee's Best a bargain beer as it is.
Yeah.
This is what, 5.9% alcohol by volume?
Yep. The new beast is not bad though.
Yeah. Well, again,
has this been also reformulated?
no, it is not.
It is.
It is.
Oh, that's gonna be.
We tried this once, and the video was terrible. So I know what it tastes like, and he knows what it tastes like.
But not this guy.
But on the end there,
He's in for a real treat. Oh,
it's gonna be alive.
it's not going over though. It's not going over.
That was gorgeous.
You know what? I'll actually.
So, from our experience, this beer was not particularly good last time we had it. But we were just starting reviews when we did that. So
You know what?
It
It might be that I was ignorant of beer. I have beer ignorance.
all right. So the head is going pretty fast. You remember how large mine was?
Yeah, I meant to get more of a head, but then I screwed that up. Yeah,
Off-white, very carbonated.
it is. Kind of a straw-ish color.
Now it doesn't smell that bad.
Kind of golden, more golden than straw. I'm gonna call it golden, actually.
It actually
It smells kind of grainy.
It's a little
There's
bit
something
of.
slightly off. In
Well,
there.
it's kind of oily.
Yeah.
Does it smell like oil to you guys?
Yeah.
Like not
That's what that
10W40, like vegetable oil.
It's just old vegetable oil, like used, just like fried French fries, like a couple times, and they poured it out and it's set in one of the bins for like. I'm being very specific here, but that's
You're
what
being incredibly specific.
But it sits out.
Bring me back to working at Wendy's days.
In the weather for a while. That's kind of that smell. All right. Well, now we have to taste it.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
You know, I actually thought it was going to be a whole lot worse. I remember it being way worse.
It's not terrible.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of really corny, and at first you're like, it's not that bad. But then it has that weird,
You can taste the
tongue-numbing,
oil.
oily, like
Almost sour type thing.
Yeah.
It almost tastes like it's trying to be one of those alcoholic Cokes, like sodas.
Alco Pops.
Alco Pops? Yeah.
So we're gonna call
Alco
those.
Pops.
Alco Pops.
I like
Nice.
that. Alco Pop. I feel like I've heard it called that somewhere on someone else's video. But anyways. Yeah.
It's got that aftertaste is what's hurting me on it. It's almost like you artificial sweetener. So after you drink a Diet Coke, it leaves you with that weird sweetness in the back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's I don't know. See, the back end is not good, but the middle part's not that good either.
The beginning,
It kind of tastes, like I said, kind of like really sweet. Especially for a beer, it's very sweet, but not sweet like a beer. Sweet like sugar. Sweet.
artificial sweetener.
I feel like they just were like, oh look, here's some Caro syrup.
Whoop.
All right.
Just a dollop.
Yeah.
This is a beer that I feel like would give you the shits.
It probably would. It's
Fair enough.
It's not undrinkable. But it is not good. It's not even average. It's not below average. I think this is a 3. I think that's fair. 3 is not undrinkable, but it's where the beer's bad, but you would drink it anyway.
yeah,
You're aware
so
of how bad it is.
Yeah. I know that this is not good.
Like, I'm aware, but it was $1 for a can. I didn't have it. Like, if you needed a beer or you're homeless, and then like you could find this change on the street to get you a beer.
That's true.
So, what do you think?
You just keep coming back to it. So sad.
What do you think, Radar?
I think with the price that this is and how unappealing it is, just in general, if I were trying to watch my money spending, and I was getting to the point where I was like, man, my budget has $1 in it for beer, I would just be like, you know what? I'll save that $1 and add it to next week's beer money. Instead of getting Milwaukee Special Reserve Ice, which is a premium beer. It's fresh and full bodied. Don't do it. It's about a 3. It's not great. If someone else had bought it and brought it to a party, I would feel a little bit insulted, actually.
I would agree. Like, I would be less insulted by Bud Light.
I wouldn't be so angry that I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to drink that. You're a peasant, a beer peasant. You're no good to me. But at the same time, I'd be like, you brought Milwaukee Special Reserve Ice.
Yeah, it's $12.99 for 30, bro.
Why?
It's $12.99 for 30. That's
Get a 12-pack instead. There are not that many of us here in this theoretical party.
All right, Mingo.
That he made up in
What do
his
you
head.
think?
I'll give it a 3.5 just for shits and giggles. I mean, it's not too terrible. It's like this is like how it goes. It's like and then near the end it's just.
Oh, it gets worse as it starts to warm up.
Yeah, well, imagine this. The beers like this have to be extremely cold.
Right.
I'm looking up to see information about it.
So, all right. So
That's-
now with our new format of the show, we are now going to talk a little bit more about the beer. Radar here has some information.
Okay. Beer Advocate gave it a 63, which I'm impressed with because it's a rating out of 100, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
63 is still a bad score on Beer Advocate, though.
Yeah, but we gave it a 30. Like,
Well, that's not
on the
our
same
rating system doesn't work
on a
that
similar
way, though.
scale. Like,
Yeah. Because
Anyways.
a 5 on our scale is average.
that's true.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Bros do not have a score for it. Yeah, it's made by
The Melanie Brewing
the
Company.
Melanie Brew. I kind of expected
Yeah, so did I.
it to be called the Milwaukee Brewing
No,
Company.
Melanie makes the really cheap, poor quality beer. I've learned this from Louisiana Beer Reviews.
Oh, really?
Yes, made in Wisconsin. Actually, these are brewed in Wisconsin, along with a lot of other cheap malt like beverages that are also brewed there. So, all right,
Speaking of,
yeah,
his
I know, I
review
see
is the
it.
first one.
So, would you recommend this, Radar?
No. I would not recommend this. In fact, I would recommend not this. Like, I would actively recommend against this. It's not just me saying don't buy this. It's me saying buy something else.
I agree. Milwaukee's Best is far superior to this. Milwaukee's Best Light, Milwaukee's Best Ice. They're all better than this, and they're not that much more expensive.
They're really not.
So go ahead and go with those.
Break out that extra quarter.
Would you recommend it, Mingo?
Not at all.
All right, well, that's our episode. If there's something you would like to see on our channel, you can leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Special K.
I'm Radar.
I'm Domingo.
Thanks for watching.